let's before we go to our this or that segment, quick shout out here to our guy Brett Dunkel over at DD Podcast One Dunkel Productions. He's gonna be releasing anytime now the interview that he did with Packers legend Gilbert Brown. All right, that is the first interview of a Packers player that we did here at Wisconsin Sports Heroics. Make sure you go over to wissportsheroics.com. Check out Wisconsin Sports Heroics. They have lots of really good articles on the Bucks, Packers, Badgers, Brewers, fishing. They have all sorts of things, outdoor sports. Lewis writes for them, or Napo, sorry. Ochs, I write for him as well. Talking in the third person there. And yes. And make sure you please go check them out because they do feature our show and they've done a lot of cool things for us, and we're excited to have them on board with us. And also don't forget to go check out G5 Designs. Moving on, we will then go to our somewhat new segment that we said was going to be 5 to 10 minutes, and it was kind of like 25 minutes last time. But we'll see what it goes. What?
I was thanking Will Ferrell for that.
Thanks Will, and thanks Adam Sandler. Shout out Adam Sandler. # Adam Sandler is the better movies. And we will go there, and hopefully we keep it down to a dull roar here with the debate on some of these. But this is where we put out 10 polls on Instagram. We have you guys vote on them, and they're kind of just like goofy things, not necessarily sports. Some are sports, some aren't. So let's get it going. So we said hot dog or corn dog. 65% of you, which I have no idea how this is crazy, but 65% say corn dog. I mean, do you eat corn dogs like that?
No, I'm a hot dog guy. Like that was like my go-to quick lunch when I needed to go from one job to the other. Throw like 1 or 2 hot dogs on a skillet, roast those up in like 5 minutes, eat it, leave for work. Like I'm a hot dog guy.
Yep, I'm a hot dog guy too. I don't mind a corn dog, but I mean I feel like that's kind of like a fair food. I'm not really at a lot of fairs these days with everything going on, so I don't even get to eat corn dogs that often. But our next one was, which is the better sport? This is disrespectful to basketball. The NBA or the NFL? 77% said the NFL. Like, I guess the NFL is a much bigger sport, but like, come on, guys.
I love the NBA, but like I'm a football fan at heart, so like I gotta rep my guys.
Yeah, I'm an NFL guy, wearing a Packers jersey or a sweater right now, but I mean the NFL is great, so I can't complain on that. It's a great sport, and I think the NBA is definitely growing. Catching them, but not quite there yet, obviously. How do you eat your cereal? This one's huge. Do you put the milk in before the cereal, or do you pour the cereal and then pour the milk? 92% of you are normal. You guys put the cereal in and then the milk. Are you shaking your head? No, you don't do that?
No, I do. But the only reason that you should be putting the milk and then the cereal is if you still have some cereal left.
Yes.
And you're adding more milk. That's the only reason. Milk and then milk. You need to get psychiatric help if you do milk and then cereal.
I agree. Like you said, the only time I ever do that is if like I'm going back for seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
For more. Then obviously the milk's in there first, and then I usually have to pour even more milk after that. So I'm still technically putting cereal in and then milk. So 8% of you, what are you doing with your life, man? What are you doing? All right.
I hope and pray that they were misclicks.
Yeah, hopefully. Or
misclicks.
Or maybe we need to have a segment on here of, how to eat cereal. We can get on here, show you guys the proper way.
8%'s too high.
And then milk. What's your favorite cereal? Honey Nut Cheerios, right?
No, Honey Nut Cheerios. I like Lucky Charms, but
Lucky Charms are great.
If I had like a bad experience with there was one girl who I was doing theater with, and she didn't eat the marshmallows, which is like the best part. So she just bagged marshmallows, and I was like, "Are you gonna eat those?" She was like, "No." Started chowing down on them, and I just had like just complete body shutdown.
What?
I just ate too many of them. I was like,
did you have like an adrenaline dump, or like what happened?
I don't even know. It was just like I was just like tuned out for like 10 seconds. I was just like gone. for like 10 seconds, and I came back and was like, all right, I'm not.
How full was the bag of marshmallows?
I didn't eat all of it. It was huge. It was like a good like 5 bowls worth of marshmallows, and I was only eating the marshmallows, no milk, like, and I was like, okay.
Oh God, I thought we lost him there. Yeah, jeez, that's great. Lucky Charms are by far, in my opinion, the best cereal. Like a lot of people like the Fruit Pebbles, the Cocoa Crisps. I can't get down with. They get so soggy right away. It's like I can't do that. But I'll have to hopefully not eat too many of those marshmallows. I don't want to experience it.
I think they're fine with like just milk and the normal cereal, but just like if you just eat a decent amount by yourself, it's just like it's pure sugar. They're just pure sugar, and it's just like my body was just like, wow, this is like 30 times the amount of sugar we're used to. Are you okay?
Yeah. This is too much. Blood sugar's going high. But all right. Our next one was if you could only have one of these guys on a Wisconsin sports team, Rodgers or Giannis, who are you picking? 58% of you said Rodgers. So that's a respectable number. I mean,
I'm glad it was that close.
Yeah, because I would say Giannis, because Giannis's personality, I think, is just too amazing to like not want to have on your team. I mean,
that's true. I went with my boy Rodgers. I just think that he can carry a team a lot more than Giannis can, at least right now in Giannis's career.
I know, but we're the Bucks. Yeah, if Giannis is the Bucks, we're irrelevant again.
What are the Packers without you, Rodgers?
It's only inevitable until they're irrelevant at some point. We've been so good for so long and been so lucky with 2 Hall of Fame QBs. I mean, it's to see the Bucks go back in irrelevancy again. I mean, it'd be kind of sad. I mean, but yeah, without Rodgers, the Packers are doo-doo. Yeah.
I don't know. Last year, I think we would have went 16 with Tim Boyle, the GOAT.
Tim Boyle.
That's his name. The GOAT.
What about Jordan Love? It all starts with love.
There's a reason why Tim Boyle was QB2. GOATed.
Well, that's a whole nother discussion. Why is Jordan Love not even suiting up for the games? Okay.
Well, he's suiting up now, or at least he should be.
Yeah, we'll see. If he's not, we have a problem in Green Bay. More to come on the next episode of Make the Cut. All right. How do you eat string cheese? Do you bite into it or do you pull it apart? 92% of you said pull it apart. I got to be honest, I bite it.
I think it depends on the type of cheese. So like when it's like the Kobe Jack and the mixed ones, those are a little bit harder to pull apart. So I like to bite. But if it's the mozzarella, like pull it apart. You pull that apart. I think it just depends on the type of cheesesteak for me.
I bite it no matter what. I bite right into it, man. 3 bites and you're out. I mean, that's all. Do you
bite your Kit Kats too? Monster.
Do you bite without separating it?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I don't even eat Kit Kats really. Like I can't tell you the last time I had a Kit Kat, but I don't think I do that. I might split it apart, stack them on top of each other, and then
eat it like a sandwich.
I think I might do it like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, no, I definitely bite it. I was getting yelled at, was saying, hey, you got to pull that apart, all right? These weirdos are the only ones that bite into cheese sticks like that, so maybe I'll start pulling it apart. But better animal to have as a pet, a cat or a dog? 86% of you are dog lovers. Napo, I know you've got a cat, a dog, a turtle.
I got a lot of pets. My family, we recently lost one of our cats. He's old, so he's 13. So right now we just have 2 dogs, 1 cat, and then I have my boy Sheldon in my tank right next door to me. Maybe on a later segment I will the viewers to my main man. But yeah, it's difficult for me to pick. I've definitely grown up around cats longer, but you can't really take away from the fact that dogs are amazing and I love my dogs. like one of my dogs is just essentially mine because I'm the one who picked her out. I saved her from the kennel that we got her from. So she's mine. That's my dog. So I think I have to go with cats just because I grew up with them. I have had a cat much longer than I've had dogs. I think we've had cats for probably like 23 of my 25 years. And we've had dogs for 11 of my 25. No, not 11. Like 15 of my 25. So.
Yeah, I think kittens, I love kittens, right? When they're really small, they're all cute and everything. But it's like, as soon as they get older, that's when I become a dog person, you know what I mean? Like once, the kitten in them is gone, it's like, oh, the cuteness is gone. Then it's like, I think I sway more towards the dogs. Like I personally love both, but like if I had to have one or the other, I would go with a dog. Like I had a dog. His name was Shooter, named after the Air Bud movie.
Not Shooter McGavin from
No, and it was rough. It was rough having that name for your dogs because you say Shooter, everyone's like, what a weirdo, like what are they? Could never use like my dog's name as like a library password or anything. But no, I had a dog growing up, and then he passed away after like 15 years. Got another dog. My mom's got a cat now, and it's pretty much like a dog. I mean, it just like if you throw something, it'll fetch it. If you let it out, it'll go and do its own thing for hours, and then come back and sit on the doorstep so you let him in. Like it's basically like my dog. So it's like I've kind of had the pleasure of having a pretty cool cat, but I've also ran across some sketchy cats. All right, like
there's some sketchy dogs too.
Some of my friends' cats are sketchy, man. Like they'll just sit up on top of that like big podium thing and just like pounce, dude. And I just like that's the stuff that I can't get behind, man.
Having fun. You got it. It's the personality of the cats. Like my cat gives me headbutts. That's how he shows his affection. He talks to me. Like if we go out for a walk in the backyard, he'll tell me about like he is.
Are you a cat whisperer?
Maybe, I don't know. He is annoying. I will admit that. We thought he was we thought we were gonna lose him like last year, and by some miracle, like the hospital we brought him like essentially brought him back to life, and he is more annoying than he was before. Like he won't shut up until you feed him, but it's part of his charm. He knows what I'm saying. Like I'll tell him to shut up and be like, yo, be patient. Like I'll get your food. I'm doing something right now. And then he'll just go in the kitchen, sit down, and just look mad until I go over. But he won't say anything.
Yeah. I mean, dude, either way, like pets are great in general. You've got a pet. I have a pet bird. I mean, pets in general are just awesome. Yeah. Yeah. My bird, Ali, is, he's, spoiled. I feel like he literally eats all the time. And like, if he doesn't have his food when he wants it, it's nonstop chirping until he gets it. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I don't know. I think you really can't go wrong there, but 86% are dog people, which is kind of high. But pineapple on pizza, 65% of people say no pineapple on the pizza.
Only 65%?
I know. I wonder if they were trolling us on that one, because that's pretty low.
I mean, I don't like pineapple in general, but on a pizza, come on. Come on. It's not as bad as the cereal one, but come on.
Yeah, no, I love pineapple. I don't like canned pineapple, but like actual pineapple. So like here's a little backstory of my relationship with pineapple, right? So like I used to love pineapple, and then one night my mom made like a pineapple turnover thing or something. I forget what, pineapple cake or whatever the hell it was. And I ate like a lot of it. And this is the last time I actually ever like threw up too. I threw it up everywhere, like an hour later. And I did not eat pineapple for like 10 years after that. And then I finally tried it again. I was like, this stuff's amazing. And now I love it. So like, it's weird how things how things change like that. But yeah, putting it on pizza though, man, it's like you love tomatoes, you love peanut butter sandwiches, but you wouldn't put a tomato on a peanut butter sandwich. All right, you just I had to think of two extreme opposite foods. Like you just would never put a tomato on a pineapple or a peanut butter sandwich. You would never put, mayonnaise on a hot dog. Some people might. I would personally never do it. You would never put sour cream on a bagel. Cream cheese, but not sour cream. I had to think about that for a second. I'm like, wait, that's cream cheese. But no to the pineapple on the pizza. To be honest, I never tried it, so I can't really say I've tried it. But it doesn't sound like you have either. It's just one of those things that
I don't like pineapple, so I doubt I'm gonna like pineapple on pizza.
Well, hey, on the show next time we'll have to try pineapple on pizza and see what happens here to Napo. Maybe he shuts down again and has another Napo episode or whatever where his body just freezes up. That's not us losing connection. That's Napo's body losing all touch of reality.
Just giving up on him for having pineapple on pizza. It's like,
have you ever had it? Pineapple?
I've had pineapple before. I'm like, I don't dislike it, but it's not just like, oh my God, I could totally go for a pineapple right now.
Comment below in the comments section whether or not Napo should have to try a pineapple on the next episode. All right? should he have to try pineapple? Eat a full pineapple throughout the duration of the show.
With the spines just...
Yep, just like that. The whole SpongeBob SquarePants style. All right? The whole thing. All right. Better movies, Leo DiCaprio, the GOAT, or Brad Pitt? 87% said Leo DiCaprio is the better movies. I 100% agree.
I'd say that's pretty fair. 87 to 13. I would say that's pretty fair. Yeah, it's definitely Leonardo DiCaprio. I think it's a travesty that the man only has one Oscar. I personally think that he is the best actor of this past generation. You could argue Daniel Day-Lewis just because of how many Oscars he's won. I think it's 4 at this point. But I think Leo just makes much more enjoyable movies to the casual film watcher.
You said Daniel Day-Lewis? Daniel
Day-Lewis. He was in Lincoln. I think he has 4 Oscars. He has the most Oscars for Best Actor of any male. I believe Meryl Streep holds the record for most Oscars.
Wow, I don't even know who this is.
It's you because he changes his appearance in every movie he does.
I see that.
Actor, but he won the Oscar for Lincoln. But to enjoy a movie, I'm not gonna sit down and watch the history of Abraham Lincoln for 3 hours. It's a fantastic acting performance, but when you put it in perspective of I'm gonna watch a movie that's gonna keep me entertained. I don't want to take a history class for 3 hours.
Yeah, I took them enough already in high school and college.
I think Leo just he makes the most enjoyable movies, as well as having the incredible acting chops that he has. His range is ridiculous. You look at What's Eating Gilbert Grape, where he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, didn't win. Romeo and Juliet, he was in that. The new one, obviously, that took in modern day. And you go to Wolf of Wall Street, and you have The Revenant, and it's just
Titanic,
Django Unchained. There's nothing this man cannot do. I think that Daniel Day-Lewis, I don't think I've really ever seen him in a comedic role. So
I don't think he's close. I don't even know who this guy is. I would put I don't know.
He's got 4 Oscars.
I know, but name his 4 movies.
I know Lincoln. He had one where he retired from acting, and then he came back a year later to do a movie, I think last year, and then he won the Oscar. He retired, came back, and then won the Oscar. It's essentially if Brett Favre had won the Super Bowl the year he retired from the Packers, that's essentially what he just did.
Okay. Gonna compare him to Brett Favre?
There's always a way.
If he's Brett Favre, then Leonardo DiCaprio is Aaron Rodgers. All right, Aaron Rodgers, or
no, Leo's Tom Brady. Come on.
Well, I think, but he's more Aaron Rodgers because how many times did you say he got nominated but didn't win? Remember, like
he is 1-4, which is
damn near what Aaron Rodgers is.
What Aaron Rodgers is in the NFC Championship.
Look, Brad Pitt is whatever, but listen to these movies by Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, dude, Inception is a great movie. Like everybody talks about the ending of Inception. The Wolf of Wall Street is still like amongst my buddies one of the most talked about movies that like we talk about. Titanic, fantastical. Okay, that movie's fantastic. All right. Comment below, could he have fit on that door? Okay, with Rose, he could have fit on that door.
There's no question.
Why was he not on that door?
No question.
Could she have moved over for him a little bit for the fit on the door? I mean, dude, it's just
no question he could have fit on that.
Extremely ridiculous. And then he's got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which was with Brad Pitt. The Revenant, which is what he ironically somehow doesn't speak, and he won the Oscar for that. I guess it does take a lot of talent to not speak, yet your character has a lot of personable things to him. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, the stuff he went through to get that role or to like embody that role.
What did he go through? He actually got his throat ripped out by a bear.
He died
in real life. And then he came back to life. Inception. Came back to life. The Great Gatsby. Django Unchained is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, dude, I could go on for an entire episode on his performance in Django Unchained. Like, yes, he's like a slave owner and all that stuff, but like the performance that he puts on in the movie is like amazing. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain. You kind of just have to see it.
He's so good. I've seen it. Like, I know what you mean. It was just like
he literally actually cut his hand open in that
stitches,
scene. Yeah, he smashes his hand and he goes, put your hands down on that turtle shell tabletop and all that stuff. I could quote the whole movie. It's fantastic. And, movies like that. He had Shutter Island, which is another good movie that people talk about. The list goes on and on. Like Romeo and Juliet, we had to watch that in high school.
It's a weird one.
It's a weird one, but it's again, he does a good job, I would say, of portraying portraying Romeo and stuff. I mean, he's a great actor. To me, his resume is like impeccable. That's why I almost wonder if Brad Pitt was the wrong guy, because Brad Pitt to me doesn't shape up. All right.
I don't think there are many actors that do.
Does Will Smith? I almost put Will Smith as Hancock. Will Smith has what is that where he makes
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He makes the Hitch. He's got that movie where he's like poor with his son or whatever. What is that called? The Pursuit of Happiness. That's a good. Bad Boys.
Oh, Bad Boys is great.
I Am Legend, Gemini Man, from all accounts, is terrible. He's got the Men in Black series. Like, he's got a lot of like trilogies.
He does. He's got a lot of trilogies. Collateral Beauty. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Yep, there it is right there. I, Robot.
Didn't do well in the box office at all. Spies in Disguise, one of the greatest like animation kids movies. With Tom Holland?
I freaking love that movie. I've seen that, like, I mean, I'm a dork, but I've seen that movie 4 times. I just think he's freaking...
Didn't it come out like a year ago?
Yes, I've seen it 4 times. I just think he's hilarious. Shark Tale? I mean, that movie's fantastic. Like, he's so funny in that, in my opinion. So, like, Bad Boys 2, Annie, okay, is in that as well.
Is it Annie?
Yeah, I guess so. 2014. Annie. I mean, does Ben Stiller add up to Leonardo DiCaprio? Not really.
I mean, I love those movies, but like, come on.
Yeah.
He's got like you got to look at it like this way. So like, I think Ben Stiller has fantastic family movies. Like, I don't think you could argue that. Same thing with Brendan Fraser. Like, all of his movies are phenomenal movies for the family, but like, are they Oscar worthy? Are they like impeccable film masterpieces, or are they just enjoyable movies? Like, I think it really depends on your criteria for that.
What about Robert Downey Jr.?
I do love RDJ. I personally think his greatest performance was in Tropic Thunder.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's
controversial, but like
it's controversial, but
you know what though? It. How do we say this? It's hard to play satirical. A role like that. Yeah. And it's I mean, it's not easy, I would imagine, to play that role. Like, he obviously knew. Well, and he talked about that, like how difficult it was because he had everybody from every angle telling him that he probably shouldn't do it. And to his credit, I think he did it well. Like, it's not a serious movie by any means. You know what I mean? Like, look at Ben Stiller's character in that movie. Are any of them supposed to be taken seriously? Like, maybe Tug Speedman, but like, you know, I don't.
Jack Black's character.
Jack Black is
goated.
You know who else is getting up there? The Rock is getting up there. I mean, he's been in a lot of movies.
I think he's the highest paid Hollywood actor.
Which is nuts. Like,
well, it's Fast and the Furious just makes so much money. I don't think like they're good films. They make.
I don't like him either, dude. Like, how many?
They make a ton of money.
It's like 8 or 9 or 10 of those already, right?
He's gonna be in a walker and doing like Fast and Furious 75. Like, like the retirement home. Like, ride, come on.
So when you look up like top actors of all time, you know who comes up as the number one guy on most of these lists?
Ooh,
almost every one of these lists is the same guy.
Are they still acting today?
No.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. Let's see. Oh, why can't I think of his name? Who? You
want a hint?
Yeah. Is it Humphrey Bogart?
He's up there, but no. Humphrey, on this one, I think he was 8. This guy, though, the hint would be, he's definitely more popular and famous than your father.
I mean, that's not saying much.
Keyword father.
This is I can't think of his name. Oh my god.
He's so confused. He's like, I
mean, it's
any actor ever.
I'm assuming it's a character from The Godfather.
It's the character from The Godfather.
Yeah.
Marlon Brando.
Yeah, he's definitely up there.
So that's who they've got. A lot of them have him as number one. Robert De Niro also.
Also from The Godfather.
But you know what he's the best in, though? Meet the Fockers and Meet the Parents, dude. Meet the Parents is such funny. A great movie, dude. Like, Robert De Niro's condescending nature in those movies to Ben Stiller is just awesome. You know? It's just fantastic. But what else we got here? What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Wow, what a turn there.
71% of you say the chicken, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think if you're just going off of just evolution, it's gotta be the chicken, right? You evolve to the chicken and then you lay the egg. You can't evolve into an egg. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm not a science guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you can evolve into an egg.
Let me see if I can make an argument for the egg here. We're the chicken. If we're going evolution, then yes. I mean, the chicken evolved from something theoretically, right? Which then laid the egg. But then it's not just chicken that laid eggs.
No.
So it's like.
But how? Like it. It's one of those questions that I don't think you can really answer.
Yep.
You say,
put it on here.
How did the chicken get there? Oh, the egg.
Yeah.
So the egg must have came first, right? Okay.
Well, where did a chicken evolve from?
Dinosaurs? I don't know.
Right. Extinct turkeys?
Big pterodactyls? That's essentially what a chicken is. You're looking at a living, breathing pterodactyl and a chicken right now.
Well, you know what they say is that if you mess with a couple DNA thingies of a bird, you get a dinosaur.
Yeah, they're very similar. And it's kind of crazy because we have no actual way to know what dinosaurs actually looked like.
Yeah, just off their bones.
The dinosaurs that we see in Jurassic Park probably not accurate.
Dude, that's what's nuts is like they could look nothing like that.
What's even crazier is I watched a video where we don't even have all of the bones of certain dinosaurs yet.
Really?
We have not found all of the bones of certain dinosaurs, so they could look completely different. The Tyrannosaurus Rex could have really long arms for all we know.
Oh, you think it goes that far?
Oh yeah.
Well, I think it's a matter of how much do you think Hollywood's made up about what a dinosaur looks like. You know what I mean?
If we're going off of DNA and how they're very close to birds, they probably had feathers, and in like every portrayal,
they don't have feathers.
Really little lizard.
That's because feathers aren't scary. You know, they got to make them all scary. But in my opinion, if you had feathers to a T-Rex, that's kind of freaky looking.
Oh, you got to look up. Some people have made like computer generated pictures of T-Rex with feathers. It's kind of creepy because like they're colorful. It's like parrot colored feathers on a T-Rex.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, if a T-Rex evolved down into a chicken, then that wipes out the whole theory of they got wiped out by an asteroid or by the Ice Age or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't it? So then, like, that leads, if you believe that leads you to believe where the chicken come from. I mean, like...
They came from somewhere. Like, you need to adapt to survive. So I would assume that some dinosaurs did survive the initial whatever happened.
And then they adapted into these small little chickens.
Less food. You can't grow that big when there's not a lot of food around.
So then would that mean that they have the possibility to evolve back into a dinosaur then, given more food?
Oh, not given more food. If you alter their DNA a bit, then yes. If you look at a lot of things, like lizards and birds, they can keep growing based on their surroundings. So if I put my turtle Sheldon out in like a big pool, he would probably continue to grow for a while. But because I have him in like a 5-foot-long tank, I don't think he's going to get much bigger than he is now.
So here's my question. Do you think that the same can be said for birds, or is it just for chickens?
I don't know enough about DNA. I'm very confident that we have the technology to recreate dinosaurs right now. I'm pretty sure I've seen articles saying that we have the technology for that.
Oh, they're cloning people already, evidently. So like if they're
and then it's just
that,
like there are how many movies telling you why this is a bad idea? So why would you do this?
Well, it's like that theory of like have you seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
Like where the apes evolve into being able to talk and shoot weapons and all that stuff and ride a horseback and stuff like that. Like, don't mess around with the DNA too much, because once that happens, they're already close enough to us. Have you ever been to a zoo, Napo?
Yeah.
It's freaky, man. Looking at how much like, apes are like humans, dude. It's honestly, and the way they take care of their young and all that stuff.
And you can teach them to communicate. If you know the gorilla Coco, she could sign.
Yeah, just wait till they
communicate with people.
So that's why you don't want to mess too much with like you said with like DNA, because next thing you know they're riding horseback and they're
much stronger than we are.
Oh, you bet, and they're faster and they're
You could take the world's strongest man and pit it up against like the weakest gorilla, and the gorilla would still probably win.
Okay, so then the upcoming movie King Kong vs. Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Who's winning that battle?
Well, if you look at it from a perspective, like I feel like Godzilla is at least three times the size of King Kong.
But I read it, and I was looking this up last night. Apparently, King Kong's now like 120 feet tall. So
what?
I'm serious. That's what they made him like in this newest movie. He's like huge because they said there was no other way to make it be a competition. They had to make him huge.
I mean, that makes sense because Godzilla would just step on him essentially. But if it depends on what the powers are giving Godzilla, because he can like.
Well, can't he breathe fire? He's a lizard.
I'm pretty sure he can like shoot laser beams and like breathe fire and like. Oh, King Kong isn't gonna do much as that.
How can he do that?
I didn't create that.
That's not science, is it?
It's a 120-foot gorilla versus a 120-foot giant lizard. There is no science anymore. It's a bare knuckle brawl.
Oh my gosh. I think I've got King Kong coming out on top in that fight.
I hope he wins. I hope he wins.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch the tape on Godzilla because I'm not very.
You gotta watch the original Godzilla versus King Kong in black and white.
What year?
I don't know, like 40s. It's just like a bunch of dudes in suits. It's like a guy in a gorilla suit, a guy in the Godzilla suit, just crushing like Lego sets.
So it's not like doesn't look real at all.
It probably looked real back when it came out, but when you compare it to like CGI today, like we could probably do a better job putting that on.
Yeah, man, we'll have to see. What they should do is get, me and you to apparently like kind of promote the movie because we just spent 10 minutes talking about hyping it up. So how chickens could be eggs, Godzilla could be a chicken for all we know.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Some mutated chicken.
Just a huge.
That's the backstory.
Chicken.
That's the backstory. Godzilla's a mutated chicken that just.
Dude, at this point, you could make anything happen because I guess King Kong was like 6 feet tall at one point. Now he's 120 feet.
He was 6 feet tall. He just kept growing in every movie.
That's what I read is that he was like 6 feet tall. Back when they first started doing it, and then they had to make it taller. I think in the Jack Black movie.
I mean,
400 feet.
What?
He's 400 feet tall in the latest sequel. Because in the last one, he was just an adolescent, only at 104 feet.
Oh,
so
only.
I wish we all, I wish we all had that kind of growth spurt. Jeez.
Yeah, jeez, I'd be playing in the NBA right now.
No kidding. Well then, shoot, if he's 400 feet tall, then I've got him winning. Because he could just step on Godzilla as well.
Well, how tall is Godzilla now? I feel like that had to make him somewhat close in size.
394 feet. Okay, so that...
He's still got the size advantage.
God, he got screwed. Because, like, he didn't get to grow at all. He just stayed at his 300 feet. So he went from 160 feet to 350 to 394.
King Kong just got to give him a big right hook and boom, over.
A stiff right jab and boom.
Done. One hit KO.
Yep, one hit KO. But all right. That'll do it for the this or that segment. We always try to keep it short, but it doesn't always stay that way. So this or that.